All right. Uh, this is probably the third time now that I'm trying to make this video, so hopefully this time goes better than the last two. So, uh, first of all, my name is Shane. If you are stumbling upon this video without seeing the first video, go check that one out. I posted it yesterday. Uh, this one here is the follow-up to kind of show all of the new features that have been added and kind of talk about the status of this page, this project, and where to go from here. So the first thing is this. I am officially out of credits. I am not able to continue to push any updates or make any changes to this at this time. What I'm going to demonstrate first is kind of where I wound up getting to before that happened, and then show you the live environment as well. The live environment has some traces of the things that have been added but not published yet, but largely otherwise has all the same features I'm going to show you here that have been added since the previous video. The main thing that I was trying to do today was to go ahead and get the Shop AEW, the pay-per-view lines from Target, and the Jazwares Vault line added to the database, and so that way you can add it to your collection. Those are all present here in the dev build. In the AEW pay-per-view section, we have all the figures that have been released. Jazwares Vault, I think, has most of them. I don't know if it has all. And then the Shop AEW exclusive ones as well have also been added. Again, this is on the dev side, not the live side. I was trying to get to that point, but that was when I ran out of credits. So yesterday when I was demoing it, there were a few things that weren't quite working correctly, one of which being report a bug. So with that in mind, you can, you'll see. But that's what I wanted to show you here on the dev build side, is these figures were being imported. It looked like it was going to work. Unfortunately, the imports have failed to this point, and trying to figure out what's wrong is not getting me anywhere at this time. So in the event that there does become enough support and enough people using this, and people want to send some funds my way to further this along, then this will absolutely end up in the live build. If not, that's fine. This was a project that I started for myself to be able to track my collection, but it just became really fun to build upon. And honestly, once I shared with the community what I was working on, it seemed like there was quite a bit of support on the page that I shared it with. So I figured, let's go for it. Let's put this out there in the world and see what people think. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the live build. And a few things that have changed. I can't remember whether or not notifications had existed yesterday or not when I made my original video, but now it does. There is a notification system, as well as several other new features. So the first new feature is this community page. On here, your profile will be visible to other people. There is a setting that you can hit to hide your collection from other people. It doesn't break the trading system at all, but that would be more of if you didn't really want to put out there what you have. There's also an achievement system, which, again, being that this is something where it's kind of in progress, but definitely something I want people to test out. There are some duplicate achievements, some of the original ones. I wanted to get rid of those and replace them with a newer set. So you currently see both on this build. It eventually would be fixed if this was something that would continue to stay alive. Now, I was trying to figure out a good way to handle the trading system, because what I want to do is make sure that if people use this, that there's no fraud, that there's no scams happening. I think that's what led me to end up spending most of my day yesterday and probably most of my credits with building this, because there were a lot of revisions, a lot of different attempts, and things just weren't working right. I was trying to implement a trade point system that wasn't working. I was trying to implement a system where once you have received your figure, that it would automatically change the status of your figure from owned to traded. Again, things just kind of weren't working out. One way to help combat, scam, frauds, whatnot, is there is an option here to report a user. Reporting user doesn't auto ban them or anything like that. Something that I have to go in, take a look at. But that at least allows you to have a way to let me know someone is using this maliciously and trying to prevent anyone else. I'm a collector. Please, if you're going to use this, don't scam other people. That's not cool. This is really meant to be for fun, but it's also kind of something that might end up being useful for many people in the future. Like I said yesterday, if Jazwares is not going to continue to produce these figures, and obviously they're not going to go back and remake figures that have already been put out there, there's going to be a limited set of how many figures exist. And so as time goes on, people are going to want them. It's going to make them harder to get. This is a platform that allows people to trade a figure that they want with a figure they no longer want, if you have a duplicate, etc. It's not meant to be a monetary transaction. It's supposed to be a figure for a figure, if anything, when we get to the trade center. The trade hub, I demoed that out yesterday. Trade offers. I was able to fix certain things that previously weren't working correctly within the trade system. Let me see here. One of the bugs that I had yesterday was that where it has your offer, it would say your item, you want their item. Now it actually says exactly what it is. In the Trade Hub also, if somebody has multiple figures that you are interested in, and you have multiple figures that they're interested, you can select which ones you want to be part of the trade. So I don't have that set up to demonstrate right now, but another thing that I was able to add was an area here where you can enter in a USPS tracking number, FedEx tracking number, UPS tracking number, all of that, so that way the other person's able to have that information and track the delivery of the figure that you're trading with them. Let me see here. Some of the other things that I thought were cool that I wanted to add in here was a badge that says is unrivaled, is unmatched, and is elite. Those badges are calculated by how many figures you have of each line. So if you have 10 unrivaled figures and 6 unmatched figures, it's going to say is unrivaled, etc. And then for is elite is if you happen to have an even amount. Obviously, they haven't released an even amount of unmatched figures to the unrivaled line, but in the event that you do have an exact same amount, that's what's going to say is elite. So those are the main features that have been added. Some other things here, you're able to update your email address, you're able to change your password, and here's the toggle for making your collection private. On my side, I'm able to see user reports. I'm able to handle user management. So in the event that there is a legitimate scenario where someone has tried to defraud another user, I'm able to ban that account. I'm trying to do a few more things for that, but again, based on the issues I was running into yesterday, this was the best version of the solution I could come up with for now. Bug reports were not working yesterday initially. Now they are. So we have the option to receive any bugs that you may report. With that said, again, at this time, I'm not going to be making any further changes to this. So if there's enough support from the community over the next month, then maybe we can. Maybe we can continue to expand this website, this app, this service, whatever you want to call it. I just think it's awesome as a huge, AEW fan who's always wanted to be able to track my collection, as someone who wants people to be able to have a safe space to share that collection and, offer up trades. So let me know what you think. If you think this is a good idea, if you think it's a bad idea, if you have your own ideas of what we can do with it, let me know. I'm open to ideas. The thing that I need from you is your support. That's the only thing that's going to make this thing continue to live on and move forward. So, with that said, let me know in the comments. Take it easy. Bye.